Hopefully that's good. Alright, so we're all good, we're all set. We're actually running Monster Tail right now. So, okay, I guess I'll start it. So, hello everybody, I'm YebTM, or Yeb, or Adam. And this is Monster Tail. So, this is a hidden gem on the DS. It kind of swept under the radar because it was made in 2011, which is kind of like the later area of the DS life cycle. So it's kind of like a little like out of the limelight, kind of. So it is a really great game, probably one of the best Metroidvanias that you've never heard of. Keymore says good luck. Thank you. So basically what we can do on this starting screen is we can do a secret code that gives a different look for Ellie and also gives us 5% off on shop items, which we'll need for just one thing later on in the run. So you do up, up, down, down, left, right, select. Sometimes a bit finicky. I'm gonna reset quick. You have to do it really fast after the game starts. So basically it's the Konami code, you know. And she'll say nice when you actually get it right. So we're gonna start the game right now, and in 5 seconds we'll start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright. So story, exposition, you know, not very fast, but still pretty interesting. So I'd say you should probably give this game a good old try. So we found a secret bracelet kind of on the ground in the human world, and it teleported us to this mysterious place. We kind of just wake up here. And the first thing we get right here is the Band Blaster. So I'm gonna call it probably like bracelet or something like that. Something simple throughout the game. It'll have one upgrade later on, but it's just kind of like the pea shooter of the game. There's not really much to it, but it'll kind of like get us through a couple things, do our like a main damage if we're not doing the melee attacks, which is also later. So pretty simple so far, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna do some platforming, and we're gonna be on our way to meeting our good old friend and cute little monster buddy, Chomp. So get through here, a little bit of a tutorial area, and here is Chomp's egg. A little bit of dialogue there. Just gotta pop out. And there's the lovely boy. He's adorable. So this is our buddy Chomp. He's gonna help us throughout our adventure. And basically he will have abilities. He has 30 or more than 30 different forms. And in this actual run, the any percent run, we only use well, two forms, because you only need the teen form. So there's child forms, there's teen forms, and then there's adult forms, and you only need the first ever teen one. It gives you a really good projectile, which is like a shotgun, and it blasts through enemies really fast. So we're just gonna come over here. He can interact with things on the screen and do it for you, and that's gonna be a very important thing throughout the run, is that we're gonna have to place him in the right area for, you know, hitting different things. So we're gonna get over here, we're gonna put him on the bottom, and here is how we're gonna actually level up Chomp. There are items that you can find that are actually completely RNG. They drop from different enemies and such. A lot of this game is actually RNG, I should actually add. Is, you know, how enemies, you know, move around and what things drop from them is completely random. So It's kind of like almost like a randomizer run without even being a randomizer run. So we're just gonna quickly save here. This is a save point. The library is, we're not obviously, you know, using it for saving unless, you know, we actually die, but we're mostly gonna be using it for the instant health, energy, and chomp energy that we instantly get from it. So we're just gonna go this way. We're gonna grab a few items in here, and it'll open up the door again. And we're on to the most important boss of this game by far. He's so important that they gave him a special name, actually. So if you go into the source code of this game and you look at this boss's title, it's quite exquisite, honestly. So we're just learning how to, you know, level up Chomp here. And here is the boss. Everybody say hello to Intro Boss. That is his name in the files. It is quite literally just an intro tutorial boss. So he's gonna be basically trying to hit us while Chomp does all the work. So we can just dodge around, and you can move like a millimeter and you'll dodge the hit. You see that? So this is definitely quite challenging, says nobody. So he's gonna be going between the top and bottom screen. So you just kind of dodge while Chomp, you know, smacks him up. See, now there's more RNG here when, like, if he goes bottom screen, it's a little bit slower than if he goes top screen. So we're gonna hope he stays up here. Of course, he's gonna go bottom screen, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. So we're just gonna chill for a little bit. And hopefully he'll go top screen, so it goes a little bit faster. But yeah, this fight is full RNG. Yeah, okay. We're all good, we're all good. So we're just gonna dodge a little bit more. And after this fight, we're gonna get Chomp's first ability. Is a very slow fight, yeah. So there we go. That's actually where we split. There we go. So this is where we get. His name is Introboss, exactly. So here's where we get our first skill for Chomp. It's a rush. It's just a very simple kind of little bit of a hit. You know, that's the only way you can hit that. Your blaster doesn't reach that yet. There will be a lot of upgrades throughout this game. So it is a really, really good game, honestly. I should just say that now, that if you haven't played this game, feel free to give it a try, because it has a lot of charm, has a lot of character, and it is really fun because it actually mixes genres. It's not just a Metroidvania, it's also a pet simulator, and it also has kind of fighting game aspects that you can combo your enemies with the melee attacks later. So we're just gonna go this way. We're gonna be a bit surrounded here, but they're dumb seekers. That's what those are called. They're dumb seekers. They're the Goomba of this game, so not exactly challenging. Oh. Here's where we get our first trait, which I will tell you now, traits are completely useless in this run. So we put on that one trait to get further, and we don't touch it ever again. So now we get our second skill here. We're gonna smack it on quick so we can hit these guys above us, and then we'll be on to getting our first Ellie upgrade. So it's been a bit of a while since we got Ellie something, so we're gonna teach her how to fight. We're gonna teach her how to smack things, you know. So we can just jump up the apex there, get it sooner. Plays a little cutscene between each of the runes. They're called runes. So we're gonna go up. And now it's going to show us where to go next. And we can use vertical spike real quick to get up here. So we're going to go all the way back. And we're going to go to next area. So nothing too crazy so far, that's for sure. But this is basically the tutorial area. It's nothing insane. So that right there, that's a gate that we cannot get into until after the first ever boss fight. So we're gonna have to wait a very little bit on that. We're gonna have to defeat Mead and Crubble, which are the first bosses. Yeah, I wish the antagonist got a lot more screen time for this as well. So here's our main antagonist, the leader of the Kid Kings, which is like the kind of super evil group of this this run in this game. They're basically enslaving the monsters and kind of ruling over them, and you're trying to kind of free the monsters from, you know, tyranny. So we're gonna bring him up. We're gonna get through here. That's where, you know, Chomp's used. Oh. You know, for little things like that, he can actually, you know, open them up for us. Now we're gonna go this way. He's gonna go down here, and you can see that we're actually holding a lot of items in his bottom sanctuary. The bottom screen is called the Pet Sanctuary, and we're actually gonna be loading up as much as we can, which is also RNG, however much stuff that we get. There we go. So this is the actual blaster. This is the one upgrade you get throughout the whole game. And it takes energy now, but it goes the whole way and is much stronger. So, you know, you can kind of use it across the whole screen. So I'm gonna smack him in there. There we go. Keep him away from eating or observing the items, because what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be using those items to oh, 2 soccer balls, nice. We're going to be using that to level up the second form of Chomp much faster, so he can get his skill much sooner, because otherwise it might take a very long time to get his kind of shotgun shot. So it's kind of important to get that figured out as soon as possible. Get all the items that you can. And here is our first bit of movement tech. It gets a lot more interesting from here. Forgot to split. And here is our main movement tech for the first half of the game. So we're going to be doing what's called roll jumping. Very, you know, self-explanatory. You roll and then you jump. And that's what you're going to be doing for most of the run. It's a little bit faster than just normally moving around. It gives you a bit of a boost. So that's what we're going to be using for the whole run. Oh, he's down there. Okay, there we go. He got to one of the soccer balls. So we're going to go down here, all the way down. Up down here. Alright, so now we're going to roll down. And here's an extra heart. Surely it takes a little bit of an animation and some text bars, but is definitely worth it to get. So that's definitely good to get. You can technically skip it. It isn't, you know, a requirement. And another thing we can do at the runes is we can actually roll away at the same time. I just smacked my desk. But the same time that we grab them. So now we have the melee string, and this is the pinnacle, the main part of comboing. So now we have 5 jabs instead of just a quick punch. And that will be used to open a few doors, and it'll also be used to take down enemies. We can jump over these guys. That is something that I should also note on. This game looks absolutely fantastic and actually won an award for best looking DS game at the end of the DS's life cycle. So it is really, really great. So that's why I love to show off this game. It's so good looking, it is so innovative, and it has so much character that I just, how can I not, you know? How can I not show it off? It is a fantastic game. Also, yeah, emulator runs are completely fine in this game. Go right. You can shoot that guy on the ground, you know, on the bit of a pedestal twice while you're jumping. Kind of like that, but it's kind of a bit tough. So we're gonna go past where we got the roll, and here is our buddy Jinx. So this is the only friendly monster in this whole universe who just, you know, honestly, he just wants money. he's like trying to help you out, but like it's also a bit of a mutual symbiotic relationship, because he just wants your coins. You can buy stuff from him, so you can use the melee string to open that up. And now we're gonna go this way. Oh, or go down here. Thank you. Yeah, we can't really get through that well. So how things move is completely RNG. It's it's pretty spooky, but you know, you get used to it definitely. And you have, you know, a few hearts to kind of plus, you know, mess around with and play around with. So we're gonna go up here, and this is where we're going to get another thing. This is our launcher. So this is also a very important piece of comboing enemies. So I just gotta say, comboing enemies in this game is absolutely satisfying as all heck. Like, it is so nice to do. So we can do a bit of a little skip there, not going all the way down there, and looping around. And now we're gonna meet Priscilla head to head. She's gonna, you know, kind of gloat in our face a little bit and be a bit of a meanie. Make fun of our clothes for some reason. I don't know. Average, you know, little girl stuff, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so becomes a little bit of a wave. 2, 4. They have specific healths that you can kind of shoot down. And that should be it. Now we're gonna go back down here. We're gonna drop all the way down. Go right this time. And now we're gonna be entering the scratch pit. So every single world has one boss, and every single world has 3 areas. So this is the third and last area. This is where the actual boss fight is. So we're just gonna make our way through here. There's one last, well, a couple more movement texts that we can actually unlock later on. Oh, my bad. That'll help our movement a lot. So it's faster just to roll jump through these. And you can't actually just walk through those. Roll jumping is needed for a lot of movement in this game. So we're just gonna, you know, take the safe way. And yeah, I am the world record holder, by the way. Kind of didn't did not bring that up because I kind of forgot. But yeah, this game is absolutely fun to just speedrun. So here's our first boss. This is Mead and Crubble. So he's kind of having a bit of a concert down here. He's kind of having a good time here. So this fight is, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory and pretty obviously easy because it's the first one. So we're gonna be using basically brute force. Basically nothing but brute force. He has, I believe, 4 different attacks. So we're gonna try to dodge his movement a little bit. So whatever we get here... Okay, so we got one that's a bit slower. This is one he lets headlights, or you know, stage lights kind of fall down. You gotta avoid them. There we go. Let's come back in. So now he's gonna do a different one that's completely random. Okay. This one's actually not bad because you can still attack him completely. So we're gonna bring Chomp down so we can use it a little bit later. I'm gonna bring him back up and try to finish it as soon as possible. And no thank you. And we should be done any moment now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so right when we grab the key, we split. And that is the first boss fight. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just smack and dodge what happens. But they get a bit spookier later on. Definitely. There we go. We got the first key, which actually opens that gate later on. So we're going to have to go back to that main hub world, which is called Ancient Ruins. It's kind of like our... kind of where you go everywhere. I should also bring up that we finally now have the second form. And I think I just realized that I didn't keep them on the top screen, so I think we lost all of our items. That's my bad. It's not gonna change overly much, but I completely forgot. So we're gonna have to start grinding items from scratch. We already got a cookie. Benevolent game, honestly. We're all good. We're all good. And no items from them. It's kind of rude. These guys take too long. Yeah, that was a really good boss, by the way. You know, sometimes he will attack, sometimes he won't, so I try to like go between those. So the aerial punch, that one. Oh, that. This one. It has such a long hit lag. Ooh, Catapult has a lot of experience, but it is such a long kind of hit registration. So it can basically hit anything in this whole time of the animation. So we're going to be using that to stun enemies a lot in this run, because it's really good for kind of starting combos. And it's also good at just kind of stopping them from attacking. It's really helpful. So now we're going to go all the way back to Ancient Ruins. Push all the way back. Can't dodge that. Kill this one quick. Okay, we got a scroll. It's not bad, not bad. We're gonna make our way all the way back up. Just gonna smack that again. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful marathon so far. I've been watching it and I kind of stayed up until, I don't know, I think like 3 AM last night watching it. And it's been really fun. I've been loving, you know, learning new Metroidvanias and kind of seeing how they're done. It's been really fun. So I hope you guys really enjoy this run. It gets a lot more exciting. You know, it's kind of like the startup area where you don't have many, you know, abilities or anything, but movement gets cooler. And, you know, bosses get cooler as well. So now we're going to be introduced to the idea of elements. You know, fire beats grass, grass beats water. It's basically the Pokemon elements. Now we're gonna go all the way over here. We can jump through spikes, and that's a tech that I found more recently, is that you can actually get stuck up in where the spike comes from, and you can actually dodge the third spike. So we're just gonna go over these guys, and welcome to Dianaford as well. This is where our second boss, Dianu, believe it or not, lives. So now we're gonna go up, and we're gonna find a good old lever and smack that thing. We're gonna smack the lever. Oh boy. But what I did just there is you can actually stand, there's a few pixels at the end of different places that enemies can't get to, but you can stand in. So it's really, really nice for kind of, you know, dodging enemies. You can just kind of stand in front of them and taunt them. Okay, we're a bit low on health, so I just gotta be a bit, you know, bit smarter, definitely. So we're gonna try to kill this guy and get no health. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want health anyways. There we go. So, see, this is where RNG kind of comes in. Is that you can combo different enemies after you've, you know, defeated them. And you can try to get more and more items from it. And we actually got not bad luck. That was pretty good. We got 2 hearts from that. And this is also where we can get a lot of items from them to help Chomp get his ability faster. So that wasn't too bad. And now we're gonna go all the way back down. Launch him up. That's the only way you can attack the crabs, by the way. You have to kind of smack their underbelly with the launcher attack. Gonna jump over him. Wrap around, and now because we got that lever done, a door will open up here, or down here I guess. And not much happening with that guy. Now we're gonna go down, around. You know what, on our way back I'll heal real quick. I don't feel I need it yet. So now we can not get hit by that guy. That guy can kind of charge in a little faster than expected. I sometimes get hit by him, not gonna lie. It seems like such a simple thing. So you can see that I'm kind of starting combos and stunning them with the air attack. And that's a very important thing. You can kind of just stop them from charging up. See, those crocodile ones are called pawns, and they actually do a lot more health the further you go. Because the enemies actually upgrade as well as you know. So they're also going to get stronger and stronger throughout the run, as they have different elements as well. We got a camera, nice. You can roll jump over them, you cannot normally jump over them, but with the roll jump tech, you can actually get over the pawns charging up. So now we have wall jump. Oh, and that's going to help our movement immensely. Now we can run into a crab, but we can also get above vertical areas really, really fast. So it's gonna help us severely. We're gonna make a little detour. I don't usually stop here, but might as well. I like health and not dying. So we could actually, you know, get up a little faster using roll jumping. Or not roll jumping, wall jumping. So now we're gonna go out and we're gonna meet Dianen. So this is our next boss. He looks heckin' gnarly, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna be getting out of here and we're gonna go to Ancient Ruins. And there's a place that we couldn't get to before wall jump, so we're just gonna go and do that now. We're gonna jump through spikes, of course. Got that, so we don't have to take more health than we need. And get back up, and you can see how much faster we're getting up places with this. You know, with good timing, that can go literally double speed of the normal, you know, just jumping. So it's very important. So now we have blast cancel. This is a pretty good attack. It stuns people for a long time. I'm just gonna fall. Trust fall, there we go. Walk through spikes. Okay. but it's basically another good way of stunning people, or enemies, because it actually can also kill crabs. I should also add that. So we might be using that later on as well. So we're gonna stun him, get him out of the way. We can usually do that for a lot of them. But sometimes when we're like on like a kind of like a bit of a straight, we'll want to just kind of blast cancel them out of the way so they kind of don't mess with us. So here we can use it, and now we're in the aqueducts. So this is the second area for Diana Fort. Oh, he just walked all the way back. You can see where RNG of enemies can be kind of frustrating at times. That guy did not try to attack once. He just walked back trying to intercept my jump. Alright, so now we're gonna go up, and we're gonna have to find 3 levers to open a door on the bottom half. So you can kind of hug the ends of the walls here, get up a little faster, and go down here. And then we're gonna go down here for the first lever, through here. Okay, he needs to kill those things. Oh boy. Kill him, buddy. You got this. I'm gonna stay here for now. It's safer in here. Okay, so there we go. Resistance to Midnight is the basically the shotgun. We can almost kill that. I think he's 1 hit now in the bottom screen. Okay, we're fine. So we're just gonna grab the first lever, and we're gonna bring him back up so we can kill things a little bit faster. And you can see these orbs, you cannot normally kill them. You have to actually melee hit them and blast cancel them. So I'm gonna just chill. So you can blast cancel off of anything. You can blast cancel off of a crouching attack. You can blast cancel, well, in the air later. That's actually a different ability. But you can blast cancel off of any melee attack, really. So being a bit rambunctious here. You gotta be a bit careful. There is a library coming up really soon, so we can just kind of use that if need be. But since we have resistance to Midnight, we can really quickly get through here. So here's the last lever area, and now we're just gonna jump over him and try to shoot over the crab here. There we go. So here's our 3rd lever, and now we can go to Tube Works, which is the next place. Alright, there we go. So attacks are gonna be a lot, or killing things is gonna be a lot faster now that we have the shotgun, because it does a lot of damage, especially if all 3 of the projectiles kind of hit. That's how we're gonna go through bosses unbelievably fast. So yeah, I would recommend that you definitely use the shotgun. What? Oh no. Oh no, I missed one. I missed the lever. Uh-oh. We're good. A bit of a detour. Oopsie doodles. We're okay. We're just gonna have to go up here. You know what? I'm gonna just save real quick, just so I can get my health back. And we're gonna return because I did a bit of an oopsie. So now I can go back up here and get the one. I know which one I missed, definitely. It was the one that was on top of like the, yeah, right here. So now we're gonna go up here. And here is the lever that we missed. My bee. So now we can get into Tube Works and get our beautiful next ability, which we'll be using in Meadland a little bit later. Let's make our... Oh, no. Let's make our way through here again. And now we're gonna get all the way back to where we were. Whoops. That's fine. We're fine. Just gonna loop around real quick. And now we're good. We're all good now. Those things don't really do much for us, so I just kind of dodge them and just kind of get over them. So now we can actually enter Two Works. So there'll be a couple different choices of ways to go. We can maybe get some stuff from these guys. No, we got only coins. Thank you game. I needed coins. Which actually isn't too far off of the truth. Later on in this game, we're gonna have to actually get 2,600 coins, I think, is the amount, just to open up a door, basically. So that's gonna be a bit of a if we do the run right, we actually don't have to grind at all. But if we don't get enough coins throughout the run, we're pretty much doomed to do a bit of grinding, which is not exactly the fastest. I can tell you that much. So now we're gonna go through here, and this is actually a place that we ignored earlier. It kind of like tells you to kind of go that way, but we just kind of went around. It's basically because it was locked. Oh boy. So now we can move all the way back around to Midland. Kind of get our way out of here. And then we'll be all good and set to get, I believe, our next ability as well. So as you can see, you actually get abilities really fast in this game because, you know, they want you to get built and all BA as fast as possible, which I appreciate, definitely. Makes the game more interesting. So I don't really mind getting... The only thing I don't mind, or I do mind getting from enemies now is actually items, because we don't need items anymore. And all it'll do is... Yeah, I messed that up. That's okay. All we needed items for is to get Resistance of Midnight, and we already have it, so all it does is kind of lose time. So we're kind of hoping not to get items at this point, only money. So thank you for your one coin, which we'll appreciate it. All right, there we go. So we're back in Midland. Hopefully he won't get infatuated with that guy, and he'll actually go to this as soon as possible. Because sometimes he'll actually get locked on that guy, and it loses basically 10 seconds, because he's a calculated killer. He takes a very long time to do the deed. A little bit of dialogue between Mead getting absolutely destroyed and Priscilla, and here we are. Gonna save real quick, might as well. Gonna drop all the way down. Can't remember if this is the way. Yeah, okay. Well, I knew it was the way, but there's a shortcut a little bit later on in the run, and I didn't know if this was the place where we take the shortcut or a little bit later, so gonna whoosh down here, get back to the scratch pit, just straight down, and we are Gucci. So now we're on our way This game truly does have really good music. Drop down, dodge all the guys because they're a bit spooky. And now we are good. So we don't have to jump to that platform. We can just kind of wall jump around, and it's much better. Get that guy. Use Super Wave to open this, and here is kind of hit him so he doesn't attack us. And here is down smash. So this is another important move, definitely. We can also cancel into blast cancel, and that is faster. It actually takes less time to recover from down smash blast cancel than just down smash. So you're gonna see me cancel into that a couple times throughout the run. We're not gonna be using down smash overly much because, you know, it's only for dropping really, you know, high areas. As you can see, it has such long hit registration that we can just kind of put it out and it hits the dumb seekers there. So now we're gonna route all the way back around, which I believe is probably the one kind of bad part of, you know, old Metroidvania, well, not old Metroidvanias, but some Metroidvanias, is that sometimes these types of games just have a lot of backtracking, and that is indeed something that this game suffers from. So you might see a lot of going back and forth in this for sure, but that is basically the only gripe that I have with this game, to be completely honest. We're just gonna save quick. We didn't need it, but that's okay. Might as well just keep our health up. Get rid of that. We are all good. I forgot we actually don't want items at this point. Gosh, the cookies are just too tempting. I'm sorry. I keep on grabbing the cookies, man. My goodness. So now we can actually make our way all the way back to Tubeworks in Diana Ford, and we'll be snatching a beautiful new boss fight. You can see that those are down smash blocks, but we don't have to go there yet. Got it, caught that time, there we go. Alright. Roll jumping gives you so much momentum. It's unbelievable, honestly. So we're just gonna move him out of the way and go back up. Gonna hit him back down. Give him to smack this for us. Thank you, sir. Use that little bit of a pixel. Now we make our way back to Tubeworks, and we have a very deciding factor boss fight. See, now this fight can either be a 1 cycle or 2 cycle, depending on how good you are. But I've only done 1 cycle 1 time, so you can kind of see that's like not exactly very often that it happens. Kind of need like a perfect fight. So now we can down smash here, blast cancel, and then we're off like a herd of turtles off to hopefully not our demise. Thank you for not hitting me, sir. We don't need to save here. In fact, I won't. Because I trust myself. I don't think I'm gonna die. We're okay. So here is Dianu's boss room. His monster is Aqueous, and this is a really fun fight, actually. I actually very much enjoy this fight. So we can actually do a bit of a damage boost. If you get hit by the water, it'll kind of hit you away. Oh, like that. But you can kind of interrupt it by using your own, you know, basically your own harm by jumping into Dianu. But my bad. But it's really hard to get that. So we're gonna shoot him up here. And now he's gonna go down, and we're just gonna have to dodge stuff while Chomp does stuff. You know, it's kind of a, just kind of chilling for now. You know, just dodge these real quick. Be careful. We might do it again, depending. Yeah. We didn't do enough damage to kind of skip this second one. If you do enough damage, you can actually stop him from doing this. There we go. So we're gonna just smack him a little bit more and try to get him before this. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Now that that's over, we can snatch our second key. And we're on our way to Zoetopia. So Zoe is our third boss. She has some pretty dope tracks behind her. I'll be honest about that. She has some of the best music in the game. The music in this game is quite wonderful. Okay, so after the first two bosses, you'll see that we get the teen form and the adult form, but we don't want the adult form because that's just unnecessary leveling up. So we're gonna go back to the teen. So there we go. We don't have to put on traits. We don't have to do anything because we still have the same chomp. Get him out of the way. Try to roll jump over him. Nope. It's kind of precise timing on that one. And go this way, and now we can finally break those down smash blocks that we kind of need to take out. There we go. Zoetopia is probably the most aesthetically pleasing and the most fun to look at area. For sure, like it looks really nice. So hopefully we can get this done really quick before our attack hits us. Okay. Go down. We're gonna try to dodge that crosshair. That crosshair is actually where you're gonna get stunned if you get hit by it. And that octopus thing basically holds you there until Chomp kills it. So you really don't want to get hit by that. It slows you down so long. So we're just gonna dodge that real quick. Thank you very much. So we're gonna return here a couple times. In fact, we're gonna revisit here right after we visit Zoetopia, so that's fun. So now we have a new key, which is we haven't seen yet because it's actually kind of hidden within Zoetopia. Oh, I messed that up. It's okay. So now we can whoosh our way up here. Roll under that and roll jump so we get some extra movement. So the RNG issue with different enemies also pertains to the lobbers, which are the flying enemies that you saw in that that first screen. So we see a few more new enemies here. Nothing too crazy, but there are new boomerang ones. They just kind of, they're boomers, and we kind of just don't want to deal with them. So we're gonna make our way up to Zoe, say hello, and then dip. She's gonna open up, oh, not here. She's gonna open up a place for us. So we're gonna go through here, and hello, Zoe. Howdy doody. Dialogue exposition. Basically, she says, "Ew, you're creepy, get away from me." which honestly, fair. I can't really blame her. So now we're gonna go all the way back to Aqueducts and go through that door that was just opened. So just gonna whoosh through here. I might save. You know what? You know what? We're gonna save here. We're gonna, well, watch a cutscene real quick, but after that we're gonna snatch a good old heal quick before we go back down, just in case. So basically Diana is telling Priscilla, oh no, she's strong, watch out. And then she said, oh, well, Zoe can do it, don't you worry. So, can Zoe do it? I'm not sure. If we die during the Zoe fight, that's... It's pretty sad. Because the Zoe fight, I believe, I've never died on, even when I was a kid. It's just kind of a slower fight. There's a glitch that happens during the Zoe fight that actually kind of kept in my mind since I was, I think, 10 when I first started playing this game. So let's hope we can get the Zoe glitch, or what I call the magic trick, because it is a bunny disappearing, kind of two magician tropes kind of coming out. So I like to call it the magic trick for that reason. We still don't know what, you know, causes it, but we're trying to figure it out. And hopefully there's stuff like that in, you know, in different boss fights in different areas in the game. So we can further optimize this game, because this game is so far away from optimized, it is unbelievable. And you, the viewer, can help optimize and make this game, you know, kind of put this game back on the map, because this has been pretty much forgotten about because it was only released in America. It was at the end of the DS's lifespan, and it didn't have much advertisement. It had almost no marketing, which is, you know, very unfortunate. Now we're gonna go up here. We're gonna have him deal with that. We're gonna go right here. And this is where we can kind of access now. We should be getting dash here, which is quite lovely. So the resistance of fire move is a fire type. So, you know, things that are grass type absolutely get shredded. Unbelievably fast. So here is where I think this is our last movement tech of the game. Here's dashing. So it's pretty self-explanatory, and it is very fast. So we're gonna be enjoying that for the rest of the run. Definitely going much faster. We can get the same amount of momentum from a roll jump just from dash jumping, which is crazy. So there's basically almost no reason to roll jump other than the fact that it's more reliable, but that's really it. So we're gonna hope he smacks this really quick. Thank you, sir. Take this other one out. There we go. Don't grab me. Thank you, thank you. And we'll take some damage boost. That's okay. That's okay. So like getting over enemies, I prefer roll jumping because it's much easier to do it. For sure. There we go. So we're gonna make our way back to Zoetopia now that we have that. Because there's one place that we can only get through or with dashing anyways. So that's super important. We're gonna get all the way over there, and we're gonna go to Autumn Thicket, an absolutely wonderful name for an absolutely short part of the game actually. But it's pretty nice looking there. I'll give it that. So now we can just rush through this place. We can rush through really anywhere. It's great. We can blast cancel to instantly take care of that guy. Now we're off to Autumn Thicket. It's fun to say. We're gonna, you know, obviously save real quick, which also not only fills everything, but it gets rid of enemies in the bottom screen. So now we're gonna go back up, push up the platform, and try to, yeah, land on the pixel in front of him. There we go. I've been forgetting my splits this whole time, so I'm gonna have to like like get rid of the splits afterwards. All right, so welcome to Autumn Thicket. Now we have seeds in our bottom screen, and actually Chomp can destroy them pretty much instantly, but that is okay. We can only take one, you know, hit there. I just kind of did an oopsie. Alright, so now here, just kind of gotta dodge a few more new enemies because, you know, we haven't seen them yet. Only in Autumn Thicket, actually, are some of these enemies. What? Excuse me, guys. Leave me alone, please. Alright, so gonna blast cancel him, get him out of the way. There we go. So now this awesome moving platform is what we get this time. It's not an ability, but now we have a moving platform. You know what's on the other side of this place? Literally nothing. I think it only gives you like a little bit of money and maybe a trait slot. I don't remember, but we can basically just get the heck out of Dodge right after we get that done. So we're gonna go all the way back and pretty much never come back here again. I'm pretty sure. Oh, weird. Dropping on everybody right now. Alright. Get him out of the way. Get in front of this guy and get the heck out of here. So I need him for this quick. There we go. Okay. Now he needs to really take care of those enemies in the bottom screen because they are frightening. Actually, we can refresh our situation going on here. So it's all good. Back up. So now we can go back to Meadland, the scratch pit, I believe. And we're gonna be whooshing all the way back. So that's my dash. That's okay. That's okay. So now we're gonna move our way back down, and when we're not using the library here, we can actually just whoosh all the way down. It's so satisfying to do. You are like in this like the falling animation for a few seconds, and it's really funny to see. Now we're gonna go all the way back up. Kind of make our way through here. Oh, Chomp told you get down. There we go. Sometimes when loading a new screen, it kind of stops your command for Chomp and kind of keeps him where he was when you tried to make him, you know, go up to the screen or down to the other screen. So sometimes it'll just kind of ignore that command. That's okay. The completionist in me really wants to grab every single item as they drop, but I know it's not fast, so through here. We're gonna be making our way down to the scratch pit, and this is where I believe we can do this. If I'm not mistaken, I am mistaken. So we're gonna ignore that idea. Oh. So now we're gonna go all the way back to the scratch pit, right here. And there we go. So now from here, we are looking for a moving platform. Oh, wait. Oh no. Oh no, I did it bad. I was going the right way. What's wrong with me? How did I forget that? My goodness. 1 second. Just a bit of a technical difficulties, don't you worry. So, I lied. We're not going to the scratch pit. That was actually a juke. Just to make you think we're going to the scratch pit. So now we're actually going to go back up to where we were. And go the right way. My goodness. It shouldn't put us, you know, behind too much. It's only, I don't know, 40 seconds to get over there, so we're all good. So now we're just gonna go straight right over here. And here is our moving platform that we'll actually use instead of, you know, instead of completely ignoring it. So there we go. I'm gonna jump down, and now we get the air super wave. This is just the super wave, but in the air, believe it or not. So we're gonna grab some money here. Whoosh through here. Grab some money because we definitely need money a little bit further in the run. So it's always good to get those gems as, you know, as frequently as possible. They're kind of hidden throughout the run, and we're gonna be trying to, you know, kind of snatch as many as possible. So now we're gonna go straight back to Zoetopia, and we're gonna be making our way downtown, walking fast to the third boss fight. Nope. All right. Can't resist grabbing cookies. It's like, how can I not, man? Alright. Drop down. And now we're gonna go to, ooh, what is it called? I think it's Spooky Treehouse or something like that. I think that's the third place for Zoe. Doesn't exactly come to mind instantly. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with a treehouse, that's for sure. And that's where we're gonna be finding Zoe. And that's where we're hopefully gonna be doing the Zoe glitch, so I can showcase it for you guys. Fingers crossed we can get it done. But since we legitimately don't know the rhyme or reason of why it happens, we probably will not be able to recreate it, which unfortunate, but you know, also kind of fair. Alright. Go. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, we don't go all the way up here. We go a little bit further down. Blast cancel through him. Jump over him, and now we're at Treehouse. Treehouse Grotto. Gotcha. You can accidentally basically shoot the wall and waste your energy there, and that can actually waste a lot of time. So I'm glad that I'm actually hitting that. So just gonna wait for him. Get these two guys and get a lever down here. That's a new enemy as well. We can kind of try to get under them. And here's Jinx. He'll basically open the way to the lever. So he's basically a lever to get to a lever, which opens a door, which gets to Zoe. That's basically how things go. So we're gonna take it nice and slow here instead. No reason to be, you know, antsy. Alright, so now we're gonna go down, kind of go through this area, and we are Gucci. We're gonna grab the lever, we're gonna go back around, and we're gonna fight Zoe. Here's the fight. So gonna stop him from planting seeds because that is very bad for us. It takes so long to get them kind of out of the way. So we're just gonna get to the fight as soon as possible. Kind of dodge the boomerangs. Gotta take him out quick. So when you master a skill, you can actually put it on any form. So at this point in the run, I could technically put Resistance of Midnight on any form that I want and kind of switch to it, but that only, you know, kind of wastes time, and it's not really useful, but it looks cool, so I'll give it that. Gonna stop him quick, and we're gonna wall jump. We're gonna ignore that platform because we don't even need it. We have our own platform, the wall. And now, here we go. So, here is the Zoe fight. It's an adorable room. it's really nice to look at. But now, here we have to face Lobster. So, he'll jump around. Jump around. And once he enters his next cycle, he'll be rolling around as a ball. Okay, he's gonna go really slow. I'm gonna try to recreate the Zoe glitch here. You just have to go really fast, I feel. Oh, we got it. This is the Zoe glitch. Okay, so he is technically hittable right outside the wall. So he's right here, but he's still hittable. So this makes it go by worlds faster because, you know, we can hit him, but he can't hit us. So we're just gonna kind of just smack on him for a bit. Can't believe we got Zoe glitched during a marathon. That's amazing. So now that Chomp's back up, we're gonna use him as well. And there we go. So that is the Zoe fight. If you get the Zoe glitch, I did not think that would work out, but there you go. Here's our key. So now we can move on to the next part, which is Ethanica. So that is our kind of last place before the final place, and that's gonna be spooky. We're gonna whoosh down. Ooh, okay. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna whoosh all the way back. Ooh, did not expect to get hit by that, not gonna lie. Okay, so you can recognize there was a bugbear and a dumb seeker there. So a bugbear is kind of like the one that kind of charges you, and a dumb seeker is kind of like the Goomba of this game. You'll see those guys there, but when you go into Meadland later, you'll see the exact same lineup of those enemies in a room that they don't even fit in. They'll never spawn there until after you do this. So it's thought that there's actually a bit of an enemy loading glitch that happens that basically loads them in the wrong area. I mean, it doesn't do much, but I thought I would kind of share that because it's kind of interesting. So here we go. We're gonna use the new key and move our way down to the second hardest place. I'm pretty sure the you know, it's pretty linear in difficulty. Like Meland is the easiest, Dianu is, you know, second easiest, Zoe third easiest, you know, that sort of thing. So they're pretty good in balancing on that. Ethanica is unbelievably spooky though, and I should have saved. That's okay. So here we face the most frightening enemy in this whole game, by far. These lizards, guys, can absolutely tear you apart. So we're gonna go over and we're gonna talk to Ethan quick, who is the final boss before Priscilla. And he's gonna open something else, I believe in Diana Ford for us. Oh, he hit us. Okay, that is not good. We're really low on health now. Okay. We gotta be really careful here. Otherwise, we are going before the Zoe glitch, which is, or, you know, the Zoe fight in general. And that is unbelievably spooky to me. So we're just gonna kind of, you know what? I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna get on that grind. Okay, can't really combo Dumb Seekers, but that's okay. We just gotta be unbelievably careful, and I don't like what I've done. Anything can one-shot me here, so. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Do you see the RNG? Oh my goodness. Alright. That is super unfortunate. And we probably just lost about 7 minutes. So to keep with estimate, I believe I'm going to change to a state that we have basically right after the Zoe defeat. So, my bad. That guy definitely just murked me. But I'm going to change save states to basically where we were after the fight. So we can be basically where we were after the Zoe fight and, you know, not go back about 7 minutes because I do not want to kind of backtrack and, you know, make the marathon not very interesting. So hopefully that's all good. I just want the best experience for the viewer. Of course, stats are a little different, but that's okay. So we're just gonna redo basically everything. Oh boy. It shouldn't take overly long. We just gotta kind of make our way to Ethanica again. Oh boy, there we go. I was doing a bit of a risky thing going on, not gonna lie. I should have just kind of backtracked a little bit and saved. And you know what? I'm gonna do exactly that this run. I'm definitely gonna get a good old save there. So our closest library is actually all the way up here. It's a little detour, but it is really worth it instead of losing 7 minutes of gameplay. So I really should have done this. Marathon safe strats? How about no? How about speed? Ellie go burr. Alright, we can just dash through here real quick. Just dodge through this. And now we're, welcome to Ethanica for the first time. hope you guys are having fun. Great to kind of introduce you to this place that you've never seen before. So now we have a lot more health, and we have a lot, you know, a lot more of an easy path because we actually, you know, healed up. So I think I was 1 heart here instead. Oh, I might have to hit it again. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, both are on a timer, so you kind of have to be a bit, you know, precise with that. Not overly, but you know, if he's gonna be chomping on pizza while he's supposed to, you know, hit the thing, that's kind of a bad look, Chomp. Just letting you know that. Okay, so obviously I missed a step. Alright, we're gonna whoosh down this way. Alright, yeah. I forgot we went back a little bit, so we have to we have to talk to Ethan again. Oh, try to get the launcher attack. Launcher attacks are the best way to actually deal with the absolutely spooky lizards that completely wreck you. So we can kind of deal with them by just kind of uppercutting, and they're in hit stun for a very long time. And the great thing about this game is if things are in hit stun, they can't hit you at all. So it's pretty great. And that's why I use air attacks so much. That's why I love blast cancels, and that's why I also love, you know, uppercutting, because it's very important and very useful. Okay. This man's just doesn't need to, you know, mess me up again. Thank you very much. Alright, thanks, buddy. Just jump a little bit more. There you go. Thank you. That's a little bit better. A little less unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna try to, yeah, get past him real quick so we don't have to deal with him anymore. Oh, get past him. And now we're gonna just run through that. It's only half a heart. Gonna whoosh through here. Come on, bud. There we go. Get through here, and then we're gonna grab a quick gem that's a little bit out of the way soon. I thought that was there. And there we go. Okay. So now we're gonna grab this. That's gonna give us 300. So a good old big sum. And this game does not have the secret code inputted, which is unfortunate, but we don't technically need it. We just need to save up 5% more money. That's completely fine. So we're gonna go this way instead. Never mind. My goodness. Piano forward over here. I should also bring up that I obviously have not been playing for the last couple months, so my knowledge of this game is a little fuzzy. I'll give it that. So might be for, you know, being a little a little out of it, but I hope I can still, you know, bring to you a really good run. I can just also crouch jumping or crouch hitting them also kind of knocks them to the ground, just not as long. But it's still viable. If you have to crouch, you can kind of hit them away and then get over them. Kind of resets them. So now we're gonna be going through to tube work. Let's deal with that guy. There we go. So just keep going this way. Okay. Alright, so we can actually go this way, and I believe this is where our next... Ooh, hi! Hello there! Next ability is, we just go left. We're gonna go through here again. Just shoot our boys here. Nothing. Not a heart. Not a thing. Okay, but we gotta move. Thank you very much. Okay, So now we're gonna go a little different way. I think it's still this way. Just gotta check real quick. Okay, yeah. We are totally right. I'll just wait a little bit. I want to be a bit safer. We could just kind of walk through that, but is there any need to? Not really. Alright, so we do have a library there, but I'm going to ignore it because I am very cool. You know what? I should probably get the library. But no, we're good, we're good. I'll just have to be a little slower on these guys. Kind of wait them out. There we go. Kind of take our sweet time because, you know, there's nothing like dying in a run. So here's our next ability. This is the charge shot. So this is another upgrade to the bracelet, the band blast. You can shoot this, go through a bit of a detour. Hello, there we go. And we can snatch a little bit more money, and then if we have enough money, we can actually ignore going to a different room later on. And we're actually reaching a good amount of money right now, so that's pretty good. So these kind of eye walls we have to kind of charge shot for. So now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to Thanica, and now we're gonna go on a train. Have y'all ever wanted to go on a train? You know, during COVID? Good old quarantine train traveling. It's pretty good. It's a pretty great time. So I think I'm gonna save real quick. I've learned my lesson. So we're gonna snatch that real quick. Drop down a little bit. And break through this. Oh, good. This is a bit of a shortcut. We could have gone all the way around, but like, why though? It would have taken, I think, probably 3 minutes more. So definitely good to go this way instead. Alright, there we go. So we should be good to go to Thanica. Just kind of shoot all the way over there as fast as possible. We can absolutely destroy the juggernauts now. They get defeated so fast. It's unbelievable. So on the train, we're gonna get our next ability, and that's the second last thing we get before actually facing Ethan. So Ethan is probably my favorite boss fight, I would say. He's really fun, and Nathan, which is his monster, they all have, you know, different names, but like he's the only one with like a human name for his monster. It's kind of interesting. Basically we're gonna be using that, or we're gonna be facing that anyways. So we can grab a few more items. Those are actually really powerful items, but items can actually have different properties in this game, and the different properties can actually attack, you know, different enemies on the top screen. So we can kind of use them, you know, to damage, sadly not bosses, but other things throughout the game. There we go. So we have Mighty Lungs. So Mighty Lungs isn't an active thing that you can actually use. It just allows you to get into an area that you were not previously able to get in before. Pretty bad ability because, you know, it just allows you to go somewhere. So we're just gonna Whoosh through here. Jump over this guy because he's a bit harder to deal with. You know, going this way out. Just, oh, wrap around. Jump over stuff. And now we are off to our next place. We can get Avalanche now. Well, we have to get the Air Blast cancel first, and then we'll be all good. So we're gonna go back to Autumn Thicket. You know, we go there only 2 times in the run. And we're going back so we can use the Mighty Lungs. Also, I must tell you, that is the only time we see Train throughout the whole game. That was like 2 minutes of gameplay, and we never see Train again. Not once. So, that's great. I don't know, man. If I made this game, I would be definitely putting a lot more Train. Alright, so we're a bit low on energy, and I should probably fix that. I should probably save because energy is super important. We can't even take him out really fast because we don't have any energy to blast cancel him. So there's gonna be a bit better. It's yeah. Marathon safe. Marathon safe. There we go. Gonna make our way back to Autumn Thicket. Ooh. The flying lobbers are unbelievably frustrating RNG-wise because they can either drop down and basically juke you out, they can shoot at you, or they can just charge at you. It's not fun. So now we can actually go down here, not bad, and now we can go straight. We don't need anything up there. There's a couple places that we can go up there, but nah. Hopefully you can take care of that as soon as possible. We are all good. So ooh, okay, so okay, definitely not good RNG on his movement either of the times because he really wanted a hug, I guess. So here we can actually get one of our last abilities of the game. We're actually getting closer and closer to the end here. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more energy before we go. Might as well fill up. So we can... Oh, okay, there we go. Kind of dodge that guy quick. There we go. We're gonna make our way all the way back to Danica. Take a couple hits, that's okay. We're safe here. Try to stop the seed because that's just annoying having Chomp have to be down there to kind of deal with them. It's just not fun. Chomp would have, you know, many other things he'd rather be doing, so we try to help him out with that. You know, he could be eating pizza instead of, you know, destroying a seedling, if you will. So now we can make our way back. I'm going to save. You know what? Marathon safe. You know what? I will be a smart cookie. There we go. Okay. It's just a little detour. Helps us out a lot. Gives us our health back. Might as well. Jump through spikes. And we're gonna wrap our way all the way down. So welcome back to Danica. Hope you enjoyed your stay in basically every other world. But now we are back into the cold. Oh, hello? Oh, so now we can actually get through to here. Hopefully this guy doesn't heck me over. Thank you very much. Come here, bud. There we go. Alright. Smack this as soon as possible. Thank you, sir. Smack this as soon as possible. Thank you. Alright. And we're off to Ethan's third area. Or Ethanica's, you know, third area. And this is where the boss happens. The good old stuff. I'm gonna get through to here. Now, we have to make our way all the way down. Well, actually, we have enough, you know, we have to make our way down. Okay. So, we have enough money to actually make our way down without having to deal with dumb stuff. Because there's a room with a lot of money in it, but if you have enough money, you don't have to go into that room. So we're gonna be actually ignoring that room and going to our boy Jinx here. So now Jinx, here, you don't have any elite upgrades that you can buy, but you can only buy clearing the avalanche, which is the way to the boss. So we have to do that real quick. And now that is open. I should also explain that Jinx usually gives, you know, different upgrades that Ellie can get. That's his usual kind of like market. As well as you know, chomp items that he can kind of mess around with. So now that that's open and we didn't even have to go into the other room, we can go really fast. Really fast as I just sit there. And now we're gonna not die. Thank you very much. 1 second. Thank you. I just got real nervous right there. I was like, what if I die here? My goodness. So we're gonna heal real quick, and then we're off to the Ethan fight. So the Ethan fight is really fun. Definitely one of my favorites, but you'll see that in a second. Gotta get him out of the way. There we go. So welcome to the Ethan fight. His monster has a mech suit. It is so cool. It is so dope. So I recently learned you can kind of do like a 1 cycle for him as well. You just gotta be careful. That's actually a better one. So he can either do like a top, you know, like saw blade kind of move, and he can also do like the low drill attack. One is much faster than the other. The drill is much faster. So we're just gonna dodge his stuff by kind of hiding in the corner, basically, till he's done. And we can kind of smack at him. Now he's gonna go away and try to mess with us. So now he'll be shooting missiles, and this sometimes happens twice, but it doesn't have to if you do it really well. So we're gonna try to do it without the second one. Try to do like a bit of a 1 cycle. There was a death a little bit earlier. So we're gonna stay on this way, so he goes here. Okay, so we missed the 1 cycle, that's okay. But what we can do is finish it right there. We can kind of skip around and use the invulnerability to... Because that super wave attack, that, you know, big blast that happens, that has invulnerability. So that can actually help us very much in, you know, different situations where we're kind of, you know, pinched, or we kind of want to ignore damage. So there we go. We kind of got it, you know, 1.5 cycles, I guess, if you will. There we go. So we have no more forms to get from boss fights. So we will be on our way. Oh, there we go. So now we are going to Prissingham. So Prissingham is our final area. our last area of the game. And that is where Priscilla lives. Kind of rules the monster world with tyranny. In fact, we're gonna see here in a second, kind of being like, okay, I guess I have to do it myself, sort of thing. And you know what? Fair. Because, you know, I've kind of defeated every other boss so far, so... Here we go. So this is the most difficult part of the game, you know, because it's the final one, the final area. So it kind of makes sense. This is where you go through different portals and you basically go back to every single place that you've been. So now we're gonna go all the way, or just up and right basically, to Prisingham right here. Get down first, there we go. Let him charge up before we get in here. So, welcome to Prisingham. Hope you enjoy your stay. Gonna open this real quick. So, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find the first portal, which we can't get into yet. You just have to, you know, find it first. There we go. And now we have to go to the next portal, which we need to hit a switch, which unlocks the next portal, which it's, or you go through the portal to hit another switch that hits another portal. Oh, not bad. Here's our save point. This is kind of where we're gonna chill, or go back to if we die. But fingers crossed we can get a good time. Of course, I can't actually submit this run because I literally had to, you know, do a different save state. So even if we get a good, you know, PB or something, it can't count. So I just hope to get a good time in general. We're definitely going to be underestimate. I should add that for sure. So here we go. So Chomp is going to be busy down there, while all these enemies are trying to mess with us up here. So this is one of the first boss kind of like enemy rushes of the game, and it gets scary. Oh boy. So we're going to be using the invulnerability to kind of work through this as you know, smoothly as possible. We only got hit once so far. You basically have to do everything without Chomp because, you know, he's busy keeping away from the spikes, which do, I think, a heart and a half or something? So you definitely do not want to go down there. So if he gets high enough, you can kind of just use Chomp really quick and then get him back down. That makes it go a little bit faster and gets you out of dodge faster. And see, there, now we're done. So we are good. So we're gonna make it through this. We're gonna blast him away. Oh, he went into the doorway. And here is the first switch. Now that portal that we saw earlier, we can actually go through that now. So make our way back. Oh, he shot. No. Oh, well. That's okay. Alright. Dodge these guys. There's going to be a couple pawns here, but that's okay. I can kind of just roll jump over them. Oh, that was a bit of a kerfuffle. Okay. That's okay. We can make our way back to the save point, heal up real quick, and then we're off to... See, that was the scratch pit, which is, you know, from Needland. So now we're going to be going back to Aqueducts, which is, you know, from Diano Fort. So we're going to keep on going through portals to the different areas that we've actually already gone through. It's kind of like a final hurrah. Healed up a little bit. Now we're going to go back up here, go through here, and now we're back. We're going to go to the second part of Prisingham. You're going to keep on advancing and going through portals. Come on, buddy. What are you going to do? Okay. Drop down here. Oh, drop down here. That did a heart and a half. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna take it nice and slow here. Definitely, because this gets spookier. There's a lot more enemies. Ooh, okay. Get through that guy. Get through that guy. We're just gonna make our way slowly but surely to the next portal. Okay, that's where we're gonna go for the next portal later on. And get through this. Get through this. I did not realize the squid got down there. Okay, so we can actually get rid of him real quick because this is our second save point. Oh, don't walk back. Okay. There we go. So now we're off to the next place. Someone's gonna fall out of the painting there. And we're just trying to get these guys out of the way. They're kind of walking in unison. Alright. So here's another portal to our right here. But we're going to be making our way all the way up here to the Diano Ford portal. So I gotta dodge stuff here. Try to get in between those, but the trajectory is kind of weird on them sometimes. So in this, we get our last upgrade of the game. Somebody, there we go. There we go, okay. Just gotta be a bit careful. So here, we're gonna have to blast cancel through a lot of enemies. Because they're really hard to get through otherwise. Okay, so once that's out of the way, we can move over here. A couple juggernauts. The grass one gets defeated so much faster than the fire one because you know you have the attribute kind of helping you, which makes a big difference actually. You need the ultra shot. So this is the ultra shot. It actually opens those stone ones. Oh, hello? Hello? There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna use Chomp to kind of get our energy back. We're gonna smack these guys instead. If he can open that gift in the bottom screen, that actually gives you energy, half a heart, you know, just like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much. I'll try to get over them. Nice, nice. And then we're gonna be using that ultra shot right here. There we go. Okay. And here's purple switch. So now we have one more switch and we have the final fight of the game. So my world record is 145.37. And this is probably gonna be, I don't know, like 7 minutes slower. It says that I'm minus, you know, about 9, so I can't imagine it'll be that great. But I'll definitely be underestimate for the schedule to be messed up a little bit more, you know. Just feel like it. Try to get through this before the lobber shoots. Okay. I'm gonna make our way back. Hit that guy so he doesn't deal any damage. Jump over everyone, and we are out. Oh, my bee. My bee. Okay. Okay, we need to calm down. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Okay. Things kind of escaped me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna take our sweet, precious time now. Oh boy. That That went very bad. Okay, so we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Because this guy can one-shot us. He can actually just wreck our lives. So let's get the hearts from this, so we can take 2 hits now. Whew. Get to this as soon as possible. Grab that. And now we're gonna go back to that one place that I said there was a portal. And that's where our Zoetopia area is going to be. Oh no, I need to jump. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Definitely some bad mojo. That's okay. I'm doing a bad. That's okay. All right. We're gonna be using Chomp instead of just me being a silly goose. Okay, I'll take 1 hit. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. So we're getting up to the second kind of gauntlet area in this game. Oh, buddy, he just walked all the way back. So we're kind of getting to the second gauntlet, and this one, in my opinion, is the hardest by far because it is ruthless, and there's enemies, the flying lobbers, there's versions of them that actually do, I think it's a heart and a half with basically a homing missile. So you basically have, you know, yeah, 3 of these guys, or 4, I can't remember, you know, in this gauntlet where they have like a lock-on missile that does a whole bunch of damage. So you're gonna be really careful in this room, or else you're pretty much screwed, to say it nicely. So here we go. Gonna get Chomp up here, and fingers crossed this is a run killer. So you're gonna take a couple shots. Gonna wait for the next. Okay, try to dodge that one. Okay, and then the purple ones are really not bad at all. They just have straight ones. That's perfectly fine to deal with. Oh, but we need Chomp to hit these guys. So, oh, there's the other one. Okay, so, oh. Okay. It's a bit spooky. Definitely. That's it. Okay, we got through. So, those guys can absolutely delete your health so fast. So we're definitely lucky to dodge those. Alright, so here's our green switch, and we're gonna go through the final portal after the Ethanica fight. Or the gauntlet, if you will. Alright, here we go. So, we're reaching near the end of the game. We're getting there. Definitely getting close. We have all of our upgrades. We have all the bosses done. We just have one more portal to do a gauntlet through. Oh, I thought he was gonna charge me there. And then we are all good to fight Priscilla. So she has like a nice little lizard thing that she kind of keeps with her. Kind of forgot the name. Yeah, it changes a little bit in fight, you know, in combat. So I'll let you see that in a second after we get the Ethanica gauntlet done. Oh boy. Trying to get that as fast as possible. Don't mess with me. Thank you very much. Alright, so now we're gonna loop all the way back. Oh no, it rolled instead of canceled, or dropped down? That's weird. It's one heart, but the next one's gonna be pretty tough, so I kind of need as much health as possible. So we are going to get that heart back for sure. Oh, he hit me. Okay, that is No bueno. Oh, no bueno for sure. Oh no. Okay, so we are going to take our time here. Okay. So now we can go this way. And this is where we needed a ultra shot. There we go. Ultra charge shot. And there. So here is our final portal. Or I guess second final portal, because, you know, coming out of this place is the final portal technically. Oh. Oh, buddy. Okay, so okay, we're gonna go back. Oh my god, I got melted. Okay. Jeez. Absolutely destroyed there. My goodness. So we're gonna... Oh my god. Okay. Death number 2. Okay. Okay. Alright, I see you. But we did save, so we're not too far behind. In fact, that basically quick warped us to where we needed to go, so that's okay. Oh my goodness. He just met my jump, dude. He just actually, like, did exactly what I did. Oh boy, so yeah, 2 deaths in this run. That's definitely not good. Okay, we're gonna be all safe and stuff. We definitely need a full you know, health bar for this. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Get him out of the way. 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 Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. There we go. So now we're gonna make it up here. Gonna take our time because Lizard likes jumping. That is something you'll learn from the second half of this game. Lizard likes jumping. So here we go. That was an intentional death warp, by the way. I'm just letting you guys know that. Definitely intentional. I'm gonna charge a little bit while we combo him. And when he's back, get back at it, kind of. Get him taken out. Alright, so we should have our first Juggernaut here. Nope, not yet. Okay. So a couple Juggernauts come out in this run. And they're pretty easy to deal with because, you know, they're slow, they're not very strong, you know. They don't have much health at this point because we have the fire attribute, so it's not that much of a problem. Just kind of anti-air these guys. And killed him, and this is our last enemy. So here we go. Ethan's gonna help us out now. You know, they kind of all turned their you know, their affiliation towards, you know, kind of helping you out and stopping the tyranny after you defeat them in each boss fight. So he's gonna help us out quick. And here we go. So we are approaching the final boss. That is final portal right there. And now Priscilla boss fight. So get over those guys. We don't need any money anymore because, you know, we're at the end of the game. Gonna try to defeat him as much as possible. Okay, so... Oh no, he's looking at a gift instead of destroying him. Okay. Get him. Get him. No, there we go. So to my right, there's a room with Jinx, and he basically gives you like a final, like, good luck bud, you got this type of cutscene, but you don't really actually have to go with that cutscene. You can kind of just skip it. So to save time, basically, we're not gonna save. It's a really easy fight, so we're gonna be completely fine. So here we go. This is the final boss fight of Monster Tail. So that's a cute little dragon. It's a cute little one, but it it turns into a big boy. It's a big boy. So what we're gonna do here is try to get a good one cycle. And try to do as much, you know, as much damage as possible. And when he runs out of stamina, you can kind of, you have to choose the enemy, not the bomb, and have him smack it in the bottom screen. So if he hits the bomb, it actually instantly kills him. So you have to wait for Chomp to come back, basically. You want to get hit by this because it just stuns you for a second and then it stops. Okay, so we didn't get one cycle, that's fine, but we can kind of just power through and just ignore that. So there we go, that's time. That is Monster Tail, that is time. So I got a 153, which is not bad. It's underestimate, that's fine. So there you go, this is end of the game. So now the Kid Kings are gonna come in. They're gonna be kind of like, all right, things gotta change around here. That's actually exactly what he says there. Things are gonna change around here. And so they attempt to make a more benevolent and, you know, fair world for the monsters as well. And it's a nice wholesome ending. And yeah, that's it. So that's the end of Monster Tail. I hope you enjoyed this run. It was honestly really fun. We had a couple deaths and that's okay, you know? Imperfections are fun. So thank you so much to the 2020 Metroidvania Marathon for letting me come on here and do the run. It was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed your, you know, your experience, because it is a really nice looking game. It has some nice music. It's just like a good time. So thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more Monster Tail stuff, just head over to twitch.tv/YebTM. I'll be doing more runs. I'll be trying to get a new world record sometime soon, trying to find new tech. And if you want to learn, you know, how to run this game, I'll definitely help you out. So thank you very much for this experience. It was super fun. And yeah, I'm gonna peace now.